The Marikana Commission's inspection in Loco kicked off, but the arrival of an NUM member led to chaos.
And no one has the right to order anybody away except me, and no one has got the right to tell anybody what to wear. So cut out that nonsense and let's get on with the inspection.
But pleas for calm fell on deaf ears. The miners' anger was soon directed at police.
If somebody is wearing his or her own organization's T-shirt, but mine should be off, I don't understand.
Proceedings had to be halted after police cited safety concerns. Mining giant Lonmin was accused of acting recklessly during the August 2012 strike.
In view of the fact that there was widespread intimidation, there was widespread violence, there were direct threats made against people reporting for work. In view of the situation which you have described in your email, which was out of control, unstable, Mr. Sinclair conceding that Lonmin security did not have the capacity to protect all the workers. Was it not reckless for Lonmin to actively pursue workers to come to work, or even to desist from actively discouraging workers to come to work?
I would answer the same as I did before, which was Tanya raised it, in fact. And I would imagine, although I wasn't involved, that would then, because she'd raised it, have been discussed with the people who were at the mine, making those decisions stroke recommendations. And I can only presume that it was thought that it was prudent not to, or that, keep things going. I can't say any more than that.
The National Police Commissioner was back in the hot seat and faced tough questions about a high-level SAPS meeting she was part of the night before the August 16th shooting.
Phiyega has confirmed that the Northwest Police Commissioner briefed the meeting on the situation in Marikana and the intention to disarm the miners, but claims this is all she can remember.
The conversation about disarming and all those type took place. Those type of details of whether there was inquiry, the plan we did not discuss. The modus operandi of disarming and whatever could have been a conversation, but I don't recall really specifically around that, because at that point in time, even your memory is not grasping that. It's a conversation trying to understand what is happening in the environment, what is going to be done, and what one can clearly say was that we supported and endorsed their plan to disarm the protesters.
But she was unable to say if any of the experienced officers present had any reservations.
Did anybody ask for some kind of assurance that the risk of bloodshed had been adequately considered and that measures were in place to ensure that if there was bloodshed, it would be kept to the minimum?
Chairperson, that detail, as I say, I'm not able to say yes or no to, because I'll be doing some injustice, because you would want me to say who was saying that. I don't know.
Claims that Amcu leader Joseph Mathunjwa tried to hold mining company Lonmin to ransom came up again. During cross-examination, Mathunjwa said this was totally untrue. But the man behind the claim took to the stand this week to give his account.
Tell us about you meeting Mr. Mathunjwa on the 16th of August 2012. Will you explain to the chairman and the commissioners how that happened and what transpired during that meeting?
In the process of the conversation, he said words to the effect that, give me a place at the negotiating table and I'll get the workers off the mountain, or the copy.
Sidat claims he passed on the message to mine management as he was now a non-executive director and therefore not in a position to make such decisions. Finally, on Friday, a Lonmin executive gave reasons why the company did not speak directly with the workers during the unrest.
Both unions, Mr. Joseph Mathunjwa, Mr. Franz Baleni, had actually discouraged me to engage. And we have gone through that letter. And I was actually, Chair, happy that the three of us were in unison in upholding the principle around how you manage an unprotected strike. Those are the reasons that, Chair, we felt as a team we needed not to engage to avoid legitimizing an unprotected strike into making it a protected strike.
In his statement, Mokoena claims Mathunjwa sent him a letter on August 10th in which he urged management not to take extreme measures in addressing this predicament by not giving undue recognition to the sinister forces that are not known to ourselves. These claims and those made by CEDAD are likely to be interrogated during cross-examination in the coming week. Bongiwe Khumalo, Johannesburg.